There is a report from the Daily Beast, this is just their report, that even Steve Bannon is starting to think about dumping him. He has come forward a couple of times and talks about, how he's going to support him. But the Daily Beast says that over the past few days, Bannon has begun privately taking the temperature of those in his inner circle to see what they think of the Moore allegations and to get their sense of how to proceed. And according to 4 knowledgeable sources, late last week, the Breitbart chairman Bannon said, "I will put him in a grave myself," always with his his restrained talk. "I will put him in a grave myself if he determines that Moore was lying to him about the numerous accusations," a source close to Bannon relayed. And again, tomorrow we're going to have we got Sebastian Gorka tomorrow? Have we talked to him?
We're supposed to, yeah.
Okay, so we're supposed to have Sebastian Gorka, and this is something I really want to ask him about, because let's just go back to that press conference that Mitch McConnell held with Donald Trump, and he was asked about the fact, remember, Trump and McConnell were supporting Luther Strange, not Roy Moore, on this, and Bannon was fighting, saying, "I'm starting a civil war within the Republican Party to get rid of what he calls the uniparty. It's war, it's civil war, blah, blah, blah." And this is what Mitch McConnell said about that.
The goal here is to win elections in November. Back in 2010 and 2012, we nominated several candidates, Christine O'Donnell, Sharon Angle, Todd Aiken, Richard Murdoch. They're not in the Senate. And the reason for that was that they were not able to appeal to a broader electorate in the general election. My goal as the leader of the Republican Party in the Senate is to keep us in the majority. The way you do that is not complicated. You have to nominate people who can actually win, because winners make policy and losers go home. We changed the business model in 2014. We nominated people who could win everywhere. We took the majority in the Senate. We had one skirmish in 2016. We kept the majority in the Senate. So our operating approach will be to support our incumbents, and in open seats to seek to help nominate people who can actually win in November.
Here's the thing. I've said this before, but it's worth repeating. Politicians are really good at being politicians. If you ever go to a baseball game in the minor leagues, what is it? Is it AAA that comes right before the major leagues? I think it's triple. Yeah. So you ever go to a AAA game? These are guys one step down from the major leagues, and what you're watching is human beings play ball. When you go to the major leagues, you're watching demigods play ball, and that's because there aren't that many major leaguers. They are the best of the best of the best, right? When you look at the people in the national government, in the federal government, you are looking at the best politicians there are. They may not be nice people. They may not be honest people. They may not have your same values and your goals, but they're really good at being politicians, or they wouldn't be where they are. When you look at Mitch McConnell, the leader of the Senate, there's a reason he's in that position. I'm not saying that you can only leave politicians to the professionals. I'm just saying that before Bannon starts, using that rhetoric about civil wars and the uniparty and all this stuff, before he starts using that rhetoric, he ought to be sure that he's as good as they are at doing what they do. Because I think that, if you lose this Alabama seat, there's 6 Democrats in Alabama. I mean, there's like 16 Democrats, and they could win a Senate seat at a time when we need every seat we have. And it really is a disastrous political situation. And it's also a disastrous situation to ask conservatives to support a guy who may have done truly, truly terrible things.